Good morning, Fort McMurray, Wood Buffalo, and the rest of the world. You've tuned in to the Mack City Morning Show. I am your host, Elliott and Pierre, and we're going to start the show off the same way we start every episode off, with a moment of gratitude. I know you could be doing a million other things with your time, so the fact that you spend it with us truly does mean the world to me, so thank you. On that note, Tanner, hit him with the intro.
How's she cutting me, loves? You're listening to the Mack City Morning Show.
All right, and we're back. Okay, we've got an exciting guest today. I'm really excited to get the conversation started. Just, hang out and have a chat. So, as everybody knows, I don't introduce my guests. I let them do that themselves. So, on that note, sir, can you please introduce yourself and tell everybody at home what you're about?
Hi, I'm Brandon.
Okay.
Brandon Folmer, also known as Stella Lamore in the community.
Right.
I'm a drag performer here,
Okay.
part of the group called Oil Royals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into this in regards to, I'm really excited to learn about how to address, how to
Yes.
talk about pronouns, how, I'm fascinated about this.
Very good.
And I don't
I'm
know
still
anything about
learning
it.
a lot myself,
And everybody's different.
right? So there are some things that are always changing as well for
That's
perceptions.
Right. That's
but
right. So I learned earlier by Tanner, dude is okay. That's,
Yes.
I can say that.
Gender neutral.
Gender neutral.
In a lot of senses, some people are still not specifically okay with it,
That's right.
but I hear a lot of girls say dude to each other.
That's
I
right.
say dude to a lot of girls and they have no
That's right.
problem with it, and I have no problem
Yeah.
being called dude as myself or my character.
So with you, right now, you're not in character.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something else I got to ask about. The character thing is fascinating. So right now,
Mm-hmm.
if I call you sir or dude or hey man, we're cool.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So this character, how did this come? How did you pick a name? How did you pick a look?
Oh my gosh.
Because I've met you as Brandon numerous times, and I come to your establishment, we've spoken.
Yeah.
I've never seen the character before until at the gala,
Last weekend.
and I was just like, okay, cool. So how?
Yeah. That's a very deep question. How? I mean, that's like every drag queen's. When did it start? Well, when I was about 7 in my mom's closet wearing her high heels.
Okay.
I think something about being a diva. But I mean, I never really thought about doing drag until I was in my 20s, actually.
Okay.
Very in the last few years. Until I moved back to Fort McMurray is when I started doing drag, when I seen Simma Down perform with Ella Lamra and Billy Gold. And I was like, oh my gosh, I really want to do that. So I asked Ella and Mitch, Simma, pardon me,
Yeah.
to help me out along the way. And Simma's really helped me a lot in a lot of ways. And
Right.
so has Ella, shape who Stella has become.
Right.
And you said, how did I pick Stella's name? Well, I have what's called in the drag community a drag mother, if you will. Somebody
Okay.
who takes you under their wing and is like, here, this looks good, do it like this, you look busted, change it,
Right,
all
right.
the things in between to help shape who you are. And I feel like, on a side note, I feel like Simma for me is like my auntie
Okay.
for here because she's helped me a lot. Ella lives in Kelowna, so she's not always around when we do drag here.
Right.
Not for every single show, but she's here for most of them.
Yeah.
It's been here for a lot. But going back to the name, the first time that I went out with the performance group Oil Royals, we were in Edmonton
Yeah.
for just a shopping weekend, and we went out, and I was like, I want to go out and face, I want to go out as this character, and then we're going in, we're like, oh, what should we name you? We're trying to figure out names on the way to the hotel to get ready and stuff, and my drag mother's name is Ella, and she has another drag child called Areola.
Okay.
So we called me Stella because Stella Ella Ola.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it was kind of funny, whimsical, but now it's really stuck and it's really become a staple of the personality that I embody when I turn into character. I feel like Stella's kind of always there,
Right.
but when I put the makeup and the hair and the wig and the lashes, I think it's definitely more of a transformation.
Yeah.
My voice even changes and things like that.
Right.
The embodiment physically is something to
Yeah.
definitely mention.
So how long have you had the character?
Stella was born March 2018. First performance
Okay.
at an all ages show at the Quality Hotel in April.
Okay.
And that was the first show that I ever did, and it was freeing and so fun.
Yeah.
And it's just become I don't know, it's very expressive. Like femininity is so not necessarily shunned upon, but a lot of men don't embrace a lot of femininity because of negative connotations or perceptions of people that are like, oh
Right.
no, men can't be sissy, men can't be, pretty or whatever. They have to be masculine and strong and rough and tough and sharp and
Yeah.
Joke's on you. I'm real pretty.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like that's what I like about it. Cause go women.
Yeah. Yeah. Very cool. So you said there's I've never attended. I didn't know how many shows take place in Fort McMurray. Like,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, pre-COVID, the Oil Royals tried to do every couple of months
okay,
before.
right on.
And then, I mean, COVID delayed a lot of the things. We didn't
Of
have stuff
course.
for a few months, but every 6 months or so, something will definitely
Okay.
come up. We had Pride this year, end of August, beginning of September, and then we had another weekend of drag.
Yeah.
And then another show the following weekend. So, I mean, we've had lots of drag happen this year,
And
despite COVID.
how's
Been
the
really
attendance
blessed.
on stuff like that?
It fluctuates,
Yeah.
but we've had really, really good stuff. Like Pride this year, we had like 400 or 500 people in the Shaw
awesome.
Place stadium that we had booked. Oh, it was wonderful.
That's
It was
awesome.
emotional and
Yeah.
everybody looked so good.
Now you say you go out, like I saw you in public,
Mm-hmm.
like we got together and you said like you were out in Edmonton and
Mm-hmm.
you wanted to be in Face. How is that? How are you received? Like I felt the night that we were hanging out, it was like,
Oh yeah.
it was awesome.
I
you know,
mean,
but
for the most part, like we were mentioning before about how Fort McMurray is, mostly tolerant. For
yeah,
the most part, most people don't say much about anything, but the people who do give you the nasty looks, I just do this.
yeah,
It's like, whatever. Did you catch my highlight on that hair flip?
Yeah.
Sorry about your problems, but it's
Right.
not mine. So
That's right.
I look this good. You can't bring me down. I'm not worried about it in a
Yeah.
lot of those moments. And I think, I don't know. That was the first time that I went to like a gala like that wasn't organized by the Oil Royals. I was going to say Simba Down specifically,
Yeah.
but now Erica does some of the events as well. So like they both organize everything, and I'm just like, hey,
yeah.
I'll come. I'll
Yeah.
do the thing. Thank you so much. What do you need help with? I'll help you with anything. Thank you
Right.
for hiring me.
Because I feel like if you're in Edmonton and Calgary, like a major center,
Yeah.
like the volume of individuals that you could like, there's more of a community.
Oh
there
yeah.
Versus
Well, the
Fort McMurray.
population is also very much larger. They
That's
have
right.
like 5-6 times our population. They've
That's
got a
right.
few different bars. They've got a few different companies that do drag events, promotions, and bars.
Yeah.
Things like this. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Pardon me.
interesting. No, that's so. You said something earlier that caught my attention. You said when you moved back from Fort McMurray, you from Fort McMurray?
No, not originally.
Okay, where are you from originally?
I'm from Prince Albert, Saskatchewan, actually.
Okay.
Outside of Prince Albert,
PA.
a small farm, Prince Albert, yeah.
Oh,
PA.
okay.
Good old PA, yeah.
It's rough up in PA.
Well, I mean, I grew up in the country, so that was rough for me, but, well, it wasn't really rough. Looking back, I thought it was rough,
Right.
but it really wasn't.
Okay,
In hindsight, it's always 2020.
so you grew up on a farm.
Yeah.
What kind of farm?
I grew up on a pig farm.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, cattle farm. My grandfather had a pig farm, and I spent a lot of time
Right.
with my grandparents.
And so then what led you to Fort McMurray
Oh, geez.
originally, the first time?
So I guess like fast version is my mom married a man, moved to Lloydminster,
Yeah.
and then divorced, moved to Fort McMurray,
Yeah.
got married again to the love of her life. They're still married now, like
Nice.
15 years later.
That's awesome.
And I was here for about 2010. I left in 2014 to Edmonton for about 2 years.
Okay.
And then I moved back in 2016 after the fire.
Why? Like what brought you back to
Um,
Fort Mac?
I was going through a lot of stuff financially in
Okay.
Edmonton.
Yeah.
Kind of drained me. I had a job that I thought I liked and didn't end up working out, and it took a lot away from me. So I needed to cut and dry clean slate.
Okay.
And Fort McMurray had just gone through the wildfire. There were a lot
Yeah.
of construction jobs open, and I was like, you know what? I quit. And I
Right.
moved up just like that.
And
and
so
then
is that
I've
what
been
you
here
do,
ever since.
construction-based work? Because I know you work at a bar now.
No, I did that for just about a year, and
Okay.
then season came around, everybody got laid off,
Right.
and then I was picking up just jobs here and there, and that's when I found performance art.
Right.
So I do something else as well to
Yeah, yeah,
occupy
yeah.
my time instead of working 3 jobs. That sucks.
That's right.
You know, I mean, I'm not. Drag doesn't pay the bills, so
Yeah.
to speak, but you know, it's something on the
Oh,
side.
Just because it doesn't financially pay the bills,
Mhm.
like you said, internally you're getting something very intrinsic.
That's
out of
exactly.
it,
It's a gratifying experience for me. It's artistic and it's expressive and it's
So obviously you're brave. Like you don't mind
Oh,
doing
wow.
something that's
Thank
outside of the
you.
box. So, and you've traveled before. So what about this community has you staying here in regards to like we were talking about, like the volume isn't necessarily here. So
No.
what about Fort McMurray like just keeps you here?
It's the people that I've met. I think it's like, as much as I want to say Fort McMurray has, well, it does have a really bad history in a lot of senses, but like, you know, not everybody's had the same experience that I have had, and not everybody has had the same experience as others. Like some people have had wonderful time from the time that they're born and every time that they moved here and have gone on, and
That's right.
I didn't have that same experience when I first moved here. I didn't really like it,
Yeah.
but I also moved here under aggravating circumstances, so of course I was going to be going against the grain for what I was needed to do.
Yeah.
But I learned to accept it. I met some really good people, and I think that when you surround yourself with the people that really push you forward,
Yeah.
it's really important. And the small group of people that I actually hang out with, the few of them that they are, is, you know, I love them dearly, and I think they're keeping. And my mom's here too.
That's
my mom
right.
and dad, and family members,
Mm-hmm.
and you know that's
There you
also
go.
something that keep me here.
Now I have another question about drag.
Yeah.
Now you have like a crew that you have. What's the name again?
The Oil Royals.
The Oil Royals. Okay. Now, is this something that you can go and like travel and go into different people's shows, or is this like just your? How does that work?
Well, I mean, we've only done shows here as the Oil Royals group, as a group performance.
Right.
Individual artists, Billy Gold and Sima and Ella, they've all performed across like different
Okay.
provinces as well. Sima's performed in like BC, Alberta, Nova Scotia, Toronto. Like she's been everywhere.
Okay.
It's same thing with Ella's also been a lot on the West Coast. She's been in many, many different cities across British Columbia, Alberta,
Yeah.
and things like this. I've only ever performed here in Fort McMurray.
Okay. Okay. Sweet. Well, I got so many questions, man. But all right, Tanner just gave me the cue though. He's got his questions ready for the Mack City Minute. So Tanner's gonna ask you a few quick questions.
Okay,
I don't know
cool.
what he's gonna ask. I wish you nothing but the best of luck.
Okay.
Tanner, let's hear the Mack City Minute.
Alrighty, question number 1. What is your favorite part of being known by 2 different identities within the community?
Some people don't recognize the other, and I think that's flattering.
Question number 2. What is your favorite part of being a performer?
Potentially inspiring others to want to be more true to themselves, because that's honestly what made me want to do it, and it helps me be more true to myself.
Question number 3. What is one thing that you and your character don't share?
Makeup.
Question number 4. What is your dream venue to perform at?
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna say Vegas. Some scale show like Vegas would be like dream one day, if ever I ever become like famous.
And your final question. What is your favorite event that you've gotten to attend in character?
Well, I mean, the Diamond Gala was the first event that I've attended outside of events organized by the Royals or
Okay.
Record Comedy. So, I mean, I guess they can say that's my favorite event.
Okay.
And those have been your 5 questions.
You were supernatural out there though. Like for your first time
Thank you.
outside of like a organized event.
Yeah. Well, I wore.
You're just chilling.
Yeah. That comes with practice though, too.
Yeah.
Like wearing heels for that long, it does hurt.
Yeah.
Don't. If I got you fooled, then I win.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I have never attended any drag event. So like, like what is it? Is it singing? Is it dancing? Like you guys, it's performing.
Yes.
What is the performance, or is it just like a hodgepodge?
We lip sync, but we've also had other performers come in as well. We've done like burlesque style performances. We've done, we just try to keep it comedy,
Okay.
They do comedy at a lot of shows. Erica Moscow.
Okay.
Church
Yeah.
as well. They do a lot of They do a lot of comedy, and they also perform lip sync.
Okay.
That's what I do as well. I lip sync.
Now, do you have to lip sync? Like, say you're
No.
a banging singer, you can just
Yes,
belt
please.
it out.
I mean, if you're a performer and you want to get into drag,
Okay, interesting.
YMM Oil Royals on Instagram, Facebook page Oil Royals,
There you go.
private message.
Okay, very interesting. Yeah, I see the RuPaul's drag. I don't know the title of the show, but
RuPaul's Drag Race.
thank you.
Yeah.
It's a competition show of some sort.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, what is the win? And I have some friends who are like, Elliott, you really got to start watching the show. It's super entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's
like
drama.
what's the pull? What do they win? You said like Vegas to be a performer. So like what could you actually like people make a career out of this, but
That's what
how so?
If you win RuPaul's Drag Race,
Yeah.
you get a cash prize of like $100,000.
Okay.
Not only is that going to set you yourself up to invest back into your drag,
Right.
and back into yourself, back into your family, your your support,
Yeah.
what have you, to make your aesthetic essentially your business is what
Right.
drag becomes when they can become that large of a artists become that large of a scale. It's like a business. It's like a branded business. You
Yeah.
got to make sure you're feeding that business. Otherwise,
right.
What do you have? What's the question? I forget.
That's it. You just answered it.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I've got a question about YouTube as a platform. Has that, like, how beneficial is that in regards to, because you can see and learn everything. So I have to assume
like everything on
from
YouTube.
like learning to do your hair or makeup or all the, there's
make a
tutorials
bomb.
for everything. So I missed what you said.
How to make a bomb.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But no,
So-
YouTube's crazy for that. Everything.
So that must be beneficial to the community to be able to like actually see that. Like how big of an influence has YouTube been as a support?
Excellent. YouTube tutorials on how to do eye makeup. Yeah, I've watched 1,000 of them.
Yeah.
How to put IKEA furniture together.
Right.
How to, oh yeah, I'm an avid user of that. So I can only speak for what I would
That's right.
assume.
That's
Other
right.
people, I hear people, I'm like, Google it,
Yeah.
YouTube it.
Yeah.
My dad's always adamant on that too. Like, you got something wrong with your car? He's like, Google it, YouTube it.
That's
Like,
right.
that's how I fix your car. And I'm like,
That's right.
oh, beautiful.
When
Thank you.
When it comes to your shopping,
Yeah.
I love shopping personally. I wear the same thing every day on the show. And actually my wardrobe is getting pretty dialed in. How do you shop?
Oh, it's funny. That's one thing that I'm not a very good shopper. I
Okay.
don't like being in malls and clothing places for long. It gives me anxiety.
Okay.
Looking through the stuff, like what do I want from this pile? Like going through this arbitrary section of 15 items, and there is 19 of each item,
Right.
incrementing size, and it gets to me.
Yeah.
To my and then the people stimulation also, and I'm just like, I can't do it for very long, so I do
Right.
either online shopping,
Okay.
or my friends so graciously go, hey, I don't want this, or I don't fit this, do
Right.
you want this?
Do you want
And
to
I
try
go, yes please, what can I do for you in return?
Right. And is alteration a big thing? Like I have to assume.
In ways, yeah. Some
Yeah.
of the stuff I've had to take out and put in, and yeah, but that comes with garments
Yeah.
as well, with costumes.
That's
In
right.
general, you're gonna have to add stuff to it. You add elements, change elements. I'm still learning that
Yeah.
art.
Right.
Simma's got that down. I could learn something from her on that one, but
Yeah.
got a sewing machine. Like, all it takes is practice.
Yeah.
Honestly, it just takes practice and
Very
confidence in
cool.
yourself.
When's the next show you guys are going to
Our next show is January 29th. We actually have a big show coming up. We
Okay.
have Priyanka from Canada's Drag Race Season 1. She's the winner of
Okay.
Season 1. So, yeah, she's coming to perform here in Fort McMurray. So,
Okay.
yeah, tickets will be going on sale very, very soon.
Okay.
Make sure you follow us on social media so we'll announce it.
Okay, well, that was a plug by mistake, but we're at the part of the show where we are done. So at the end of the episode, everybody gets a shameless shout out or plug.
Oh, good.
And so the cameras are on you, the mic's on you. Have fun.
Well, good. I'm Stella Lamore of the Oil Royals. Follow the Oil Royals on Facebook. Yeah, January 29th, we have a show coming. Priyanka will be here. And keep your eyes out for tickets. Make sure you get them.
There we go. Cool. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Yeah, thank
It's
you for
been
having
awesome.
me. This has been
Yeah.
awesome. I just got to
And-
blab for...
Yeah, that's all the show is. And so come back as many times as you want, especially
Beautiful.
if like there's promotion going on.
Mhm.
And
Thank
we
you.
would love to have you back as your character
Thank
as
you very
well.
much.
And you
Yes.
you drop some names in regards to other individuals I should have on the show. So let's try to Let's try to link that up.
Yes, absolutely.
Cool. Awesome.
Definitely.
All
Thank
right.
you so
Well,
much.
for McMurray with Buffalo, the rest of the world, that's been another episode of the Mack City Morning Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. It does mean the world to me. I hope you're having a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
I said this. That's another Mack City Morning Show done.
It's so ballistic!
Talk about quenching your ugly thirst.